We finally have a new 2K camera out there in the market. This is the Wyze Cam Pro. It's essentially a Wyze Cam version 3 with a few extra features, including a 2K image sensor. So in today's video, we're gonna take a look at what kind of image this camera can produce, talk about what features make it a pro, and see if it is the right camera for you. So stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. So we're taking a look at the Wyze Cam version 3 Pro, which is going to be a 2K camera. This is an indoor and an outdoor camera. We're going to take a look at the features, talk about what makes it a pro version and how it differs from just the regular version 3. We're also going to take a look at some demos, seeing how the video looks, and then also the audio. I'm really hoping there's going to be improvement on the audio because we've tested the version 3. It isn't that great. And then we'll take a look at how it handles during the nighttime, and then I'll give you my final thoughts and let you know what I think about it. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos like this one. And with that said, let's get started. So some of the features that this Pro camera offers is that we've got color night vision, we've got 2K video resolution, we've got an outdoor IP65 rating for weather assistant. Now it does have an asterisk there, and it does say that you need the Wyze outdoor power adapter, and that is sold separately. If we take a look right here on their site, here is what it looks like. It's an extra $14 if you want to pick that up, but it does say that you should use that if you were going to have this outdoors. I've used mine outdoors without it. It's been fine. However, you do run the risk of it getting damaged. I felt like with the cheaper versions of the Wyze cams, that might not be so bad, but now that we're spending $50 on a camera like this, you may want to invest a little bit more into it to make sure that you don't lose the camera to weather. Now, some other features here on the box. We have got two-way audio. This does have a siren. We've got 24/7 recording. The two asterisks there say that you do have to have a micro SD card plugged into the camera. This is something that I absolutely love about Wyze cameras. You put in a micro SD card into the camera, you can set up 24/7 recording. Love that feature. We've also got integrated spotlight. Another thing that's awesome. I like that you don't have to buy an additional add-on accessory to add a spotlight like you did with the older versions. This one comes with it built in. Love seeing that. And now here it says with a subscription, you get view camera in browser, you can get person detection, and you can get full length event recording. So now that we've gone over some of the features that this camera offers, I wanted to know what makes it better than the non-pro version. I have a link right here that is from the Wyze website, and it kind of breaks all of that down. I'll leave that up on the screen really quick if you guys want to pause this and read through it. Otherwise, I will leave a link in the description for you guys to check this out. But now that we've gone over the features of what this new camera offers, let's take a look at what comes in the box. So here are all the basics that you get in the box. We have got our power cable right here. We've got our power adapter. We've got screws for anchoring it in. We've got our magnetic plate right here. So this is actually just metal, and you can double side sticky if you want because the bottom is magnetized, so you can stick it there if you want to do that. But here is the camera. So we've got our 2K image sensor. You can see on there, we've got, says around it 4 megapixel, f1.6, what is that, 2.8 mm on here. We've got our spotlight on the top. I love seeing the integrated spotlight on here. We've got sensor down below. We've got microphones on either side. If you take a look on the back, here is our speaker, and here is where we're going to plug in the power adapter. Looking on the bottom, we've got the same stand that we would see with all of the other versions of Wyze camera. Taking a look down here on the bottom, the same thing we see before. We've got a setup button, and we've also got a slot here for a micro SD card. Now, if you put a micro SD card in here, it is going to allow for 24/7 recording, which is amazing. I love that about these cameras right here. But yeah, that is the layout of this camera and what it looks like. Also a side-by-side of what the Pro and the non-Pro version look like. So if you take a look right here, they have got the exact same form factor. So same size on here that we're looking at with the non-Pro version and the Pro version. So that is awesome to see. Same thing on the back. I love though that the new version doesn't have the cable coming out. So with the version 3, we have the cable coming out back there. We don't have that with this Pro version. Love seeing that. But there is a comparison of what these two cameras look like side by side. Okay, so there are a few new things that we're gonna see with this camera in the app. If we see up here at the top in the app, we've got the new camera. If I'm gonna go ahead and click on this, it's going to bring up a live view. Now we're gonna have some different options in here. I'm gonna go ahead and tap on the live view, and it's gonna bring up some options for us. So up here in the top corner, we see that we can actually do 2K, SD, 320p. I'm going to cancel out of that. Tap back here. We've got a little button here that is going to enable the spotlight. So we've got the option for that. Oh, hey, the kids are running around in the backyard. And oh, perfect example right here. So this is going to be the beta focus, or smart focus, I guess it's called. Now I have tested this out a little bit and I actually wasn't all that impressed with it. Now it does say it's in beta, so they are working on it. But typically when I've tested this out with other cameras, I have not been that impressed. Essentially what it does is on the live view, it is actually going to zoom in on any movement. Now down here we can see in the bottom corner, we can see like the full screen still. So we can actually still see the full screen. I tapped on the full screen and it brought up the full screen. So we still got to see that. And we have the kids out in the yard. Now we can turn that on and off. Oh, cool. And actually it reversed those two. So now in the bottom corner is going to be the zoomed in one, and then the full screen is going to be the other one. So that's kind of cool that you can kind of toggle between the two of those right there. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off just for the sake of distraction with recording this, but we've got an option for our SD card right here. That is going to be our recording. So if I tap on SD card, it's going to bring up Event, and this is 24/7 recording. So here's me testing out the camera just a few minutes ago, but you can scrub through here and see the different things, and it actually shows you like events that are going on. So that's kind of cool to be able to do that. And you know, we're scrubbing all the way back here to where there was nothing, but I can go all the way back if I know something happened in the middle of the night, or you know, something like that, and I want to go to the actual footage. You know, you can always do that. So I love that option right there. Let's go ahead and back out of that. We'll go back into the live view, and then we see we can, right next to SD card, we've got take a photo, you can hit record, and then we've got the siren. Now below that, we've got all of the events that have been recording, so we can go through there. But in the top, I'm gonna go up to settings. Let's tap on that, and from here you can rename the camera. You can go into some of the advanced settings. You can, obviously, it's got the built-in spotlight, so here are some different options that they have for the spotlight that you can set up here in the camera. Back out of there, go to advanced settings. Here are just some of the other settings in here. I don't want to go too much into this, but just to give you an idea of what some of these settings look like in here. And then one last one that I wanted to do is show you guys the event recording. So if you tap on event recordings, I do have smart detection events set up, so we can see what our smart detection events are right here. You can actually set these up. Now, if I do want friendly face setup and I go ahead and I try to toggle that, it does say that I do need the Cam Protect subscription fee. So that is this right here. You can see the pricing for it right there. I'm gonna go ahead and back out of that, and then you can see not only the object detection, but they also have some audio detection on there too. Okay, now that we have briefly gone over the app, let's go ahead and take a look at the demos of this camera. All right, here is a daytime test with the camera. I'm about 6 to 8 feet away from the camera right now. We're doing an audio and a video test. Now, all the way to the gate back there is about 35 feet, so we're going to be listening to see how well we can hear as we walk. So about 20 feet right here, let's go all the way back here. So I'm about 35 feet away from the camera. So that'll kind of give you an idea of the range of the camera, what it looks like and sounds like from 35 feet all the way up to about 6 feet here. Now, next we're going to be taking a look at some night shots with this camera. So let's go ahead and check that out now. All right, here is what the camera looks like at nighttime. No spotlight on. We got to see, obviously, the daytime. I'm about, 8 feet away from the camera right now. Let's take a look all the way back to the gate, 35 feet, see what it looks like and how well you can see. So here I am all the way 35 feet back from the camera. Now that we have seen it without the spotlight, let's go ahead and turn that spotlight on and see how bright it is. All right, so here is the camera now with that spotlight on. I'm about, we'll say 8 feet away from the camera right now, but let's go all the way and take a look at how far back I go and to see how well you can see me back here. So that'll kind of give you an idea of what the camera looks like anywhere from, we'll say about 8 to 10 feet all the way back to 35 feet. So now you've seen it during the daytime, you've seen it without the spotlight, and now with the spotlight on. What do you guys think of this 2K Pro version from Wyze? All right, so there were the demos with the camera. I gotta say, at least for that last night shot demo that we saw with the spotlight on, I wasn't that impressed. I don't know if my expectations were too high. I had a lot of, or I guess high expectations going into the review of this camera. I know it's a new 2K camera. They've got a lot of new features going on with it. But after looking at the demos and especially the audio, I know Wyze has always had audio issues with their cameras in the past. From all the other tests that I've done, they don't rank very high when it comes to audio. They said that they improved the audio. I was really hoping to hear some good audio with the camera, but still, I mean, I guess it was better, but to me, it still wasn't that great. So I wasn't impressed with the audio at all. Now, the daytime shots I thought looked great. I thought they were fantastic. I love the 2K on it. Daytime was great. Now, when it came to the night shots, when that spotlight was not on, I thought the camera did a good job. You could see me all the way back at the gate in the demo, but when the spotlight was on, I wasn't that really impressed with it. The colors didn't really go that well. If we take a look here at the night shot with the spotlight on, the jacket that I'm wearing, I mean, isn't really true to colors. You can see I'm wearing it right now. This is what the color should be, and here is what it looks like with the night shot on. Now, granted, that may not be that much of a difference. However, if you are turning this footage over to law enforcement, colors may make a difference and may matter. And if you're looking and saying, hey, this guy's got a red sweatshirt on or a red jacket on, but it really is orange, you know, that may throw things off. So it really is just going to depend on what you're using this for. And I don't know if my expectations were just too high. When I really think about it, this camera is only, what, $15 more than the Wyze Cam version 3. So it's only an extra $15 to get a 2K camera. Now you'd have to plug it in. It is not battery powered, but you know, maybe for an extra $2, this camera is definitely gonna be worth it. I do like the new layout in the app with being able to look through different footages and things like that. But overall, I guess I wasn't that impressed. I wasn't happy with the audio. The night vision with the spotlights to me was just okay. I just recently did a review where I took a look at the Argus 3 Pro from Reolink. Now that is a battery powered camera. It comes in about $100. So it is twice the cost of this, but I was much more impressed with that 2K camera on the audio than I was with this one. So I don't know, what do you guys think? After seeing the demo of the footage, is this something that you're going to invest into, or is there another camera out there that you like? Like I said, I just did a comparison comparing the Argus 3 Pro to the Wyze Cam 2C Pro. So that's gonna be a kind of a comparison. And I think what I'd like to do is I'd also like to do a Wyze Cam version 3 to the 3 Pro. So we'll kind of get an idea if that $15 really makes a difference when it comes to the image and the audio. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. It's always good to hear from you guys. If this video is helpful, give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. As always, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you in the next video.